I was thinking today how people don't really listen. And the reason I'm saying that is something really, it happened this morning. I was in a group and someone was asking for help, and I wanted clarification of something that they'd written. So I responded and said, ask a question. What makes that difficult, or what is the problem? I don't quite understand. I didn't put I don't quite understand, but I just put why you say that, but what makes that difficult? And a few minutes later, somebody else jumped in and said, that's not good advice to me. Well, I wasn't giving advice. There was clearly a question mark at the end, addressed to the person who'd written the post. So I went back to him and said, I wasn't giving advice, I was asking a question. And he just responded, okay. Fine, no apology, I misunderstood, I wasn't reading it properly, just okay. I wasn't giving advice. Or it wasn't good advice that I was giving. Well, I wasn't giving advice. But that was a clear case of somebody not reading, and it was only about 20 words with a question mark on the end. So imagine what it's like when people put out there that, whole sentences. When people actually skim read, and we all do it, but we need that clarity of what somebody is trying to tell us. And the same with conversations. Someone will butt in halfway through before you finish the sentence. So they don't really understand what you're trying to convey. All they understand is what they heard. And there's a real great phrase. There's listening to respond and listening to understand. And most people, or many people, don't bother with the listening to understand. They start hearing what they think the person's saying. They then translate it into what they understand, and then they practice how they're going to respond, and that's it. So it is about clarification. I didn't know in this case, what this person was writing about. I needed a bit of clarification because there seemed some confusion in what she'd written. Okay, help me understand this. So I think when we do this, when we respond with what we think we understand, or we only half listen, which is when we think we can multitask and we can't. One of my other bugbears. We can simple multitask like walking and talking, but we can't multitask when it's complex things. Like you can't watch TV and talk to your partner. You're going to miss things. So that's what point I wanted to make this morning was about, or this afternoon I should say, that clarity of really taking the time out. Take the time out to read, listen, and if you don't understand, then please ask for clarification. Don't assume. It's a beautiful day here, so I hope you've had a good day today, and that you enjoy the rest of the day. But that's all I wanted to say this morning.